Elsie knew when someone was lying, not just from squirmy body language or weird blinking. No, she heard it. A soft chime, like a bell tolling once in the distance. It had started 3 weeks ago, on the night of the fog. She'd been walking home from school through Blackmere Hollow's crooked lanes when the mist rolled in, thick as soup, cold as secrets. It pressed against her ears, her eyes, her thoughts. She felt dizzy. Then out of nowhere, a sharp, clear bong echoed through the fog. When it faded, she was standing alone by the old stone well at the village center, and everything was different. Not visibly, not at first, but now. Every time someone told a lie, she heard the toll. One bong. Deep, metallic, ancient. She tested it. "Elsie, did you take the last biscuit?" her dad asked. "No," she said. "Bong." She'd frowned. "I did, but I forgot I did. Does that count?" Bong. Apparently it did. Now the bell rang often. When teachers fibbed about tests, when kids exaggerated stories, even when the vicar said, "Of course I believe you." Bong, bong, bong. The sound came from inside her head, but echoed like it was in the sky. She didn't know what to do until she met Hester. Hester was odd, always barefoot, wore a coat lined with dried brambles, carried a notebook filled with leaf pressings and snippets of overheard whispers. They crossed paths one rainy Thursday in the graveyard, where Elsie had gone looking for silence. Hester was sitting on a stone shaped like a weeping angel. "I heard your bell," Hester said without looking up. "What bell?" "The truth. Teller's bell. The toll of the hollow." Elsie blinked. "You hear it too?" "Not like you do, but I know what it is." She pointed to the hill just outside the village. Blackmere Chapel. Ruined. Burned out in 1891. The bell tower's still standing, but the bell's not inside anymore. "It's not?" Hester grinned. "Nope. It's in you." That night, they climbed to the chapel ruins. Mist wrapped around them like old lace. The bell tower stood like a crooked finger, and the silence was so thick, even owls didn't hoot. Inside the chapel, wildflowers grew through the cracks. Someone had built a circle of stones. In the middle lay an object wrapped in faded cloth. Elsie stepped closer. The bell was small, no bigger than a teacup, but carved with runes that shimmered faintly in the moonlight. "It's a binding bell," Hester said, "part of the Hollow Watch. It was once used to keep the balance. If someone broke a sacred promise, the bell rang. If they lied in a place of power, it rang. Then it vanished, until you heard it." "Why me?" Hester shrugged. "Maybe you were listening. Maybe the watch needs someone new." Elsie looked down at her hands. They trembled, just a little. "I don't want to hear every lie." "You don't have to." Hester stepped into the circle. "You just have to keep the bell safe, and choose when to ring it loud." The bell pulsed in her palm, and for the first time, she didn't hear it ring. She heard it hum, low and steady. Truth, waiting to be told. Epilogue. Back in the village, no one knew what had happened, but people started speaking a little more carefully, a little more kindly, and every so often, on stormy nights, villagers would hear a bell toll once in the hills, just one deep, echoing chime. And those who had nothing to hide, they slept very soundly indeed.